Hello there, once again Bobby Quinn for Stupidity Rehab, talking about the month of December, talking about the holiday season. So many things going on. Everybody's happy. Well, not everyone's happy, but I'm shining from the inside out right now. I don't know if you can tell that, because I'm trying to be the happiest I can be for the holiday season. You know, there's lots of problems out there. This is the time of year where you see some people at their best. Also, you see some people at their worst, like poor Mr. Potato Head. He's been in the news. He's having problems. He's had some accusations. I guess he wasn't quite the person we thought he was. Little Bo Peep and some of the other gang from Toy Story, not really happy about what some of the shenanigans Mr. Potato Head had tried to pull. I'm not even going to go into it, but I know it's rough. I told my wife the other day that this month I want to try and be a better husband, better father, and also just a better person. That I, this month, will not complain as much when I'm out and about. I'm not going to be a complainer like usual. I will save my complaints for when we're in private, just like Jesus would have done. And she goes, Jesus wasn't a complainer. I said, Jesus had complaints. It may not have gotten in the good book, but I'm sure he had some complaints. And his complaints he saved for in private with those 12 guys he hung with. And that's how I'm going to handle it too. Okay? That's what the Pope would do, and Jesus, and the Dalai Lama, and the rest of the gang. Okay? So we left it at that. I will tell you, I had my first Christmas miracle. And I know you're saying, no one has Christmas miracles all the time. Well, I had one. I'm already halfway through December, and I haven't heard the barking dogs jingle bells one time. I haven't heard it one time. That's a miracle. That's wonderful. If I were to catch someone walking in and they were trying to teach my dog how to sing jingle bells by barking, I'd slap a restraining order on them so fast. Second least favorite holiday song, do you have one? Name it. Not mine. You know what mine is? Hard Candy Christmas from Dolly Parton. Never have liked that song. Love Dolly Parton. Dislike Hard Candy Christmas. I am sorry. So anyway, I was talking about the holiday season, and I'm going to throw a phrase at you. Here's another thing I've learned this month, and you can maybe learn from it too. I shook it, and it worked. That's the phrase. I shook it, and it worked. I read an article where if your Christmas strand of lights isn't working, sometimes if you just shake them, they'll start working. Yeah. So that's what I did. Some of them weren't working on our tree. I shook them. Boom. Everything's working. I called my wife in. I said, look, honey. I said, shook them and it worked. I said, is there anything maybe you'd like to shake? See how it'd work? And she goes, shook her head and said, I am so glad our son tends to take more after me. I couldn't believe she'd say that. That was hurtful. But I forgave her because it's Christmas season. Watching TV, guess what? I saw the Clydesdales. Hadn't seen them in a while. But then I had a wave of sadness come over me. And I don't know if you've thought about this, but what do you know about the Clydesdales? I don't know anything when I thought about it. I've seen them trudging around through the snow in bad weather, hauling barley and hops to different places to make beer or delivering beer. And, you know, always working, never playing, never seen them out having a picnic, tossing the frisbee around. They're always pulling that flippin' wagon. And I don't even know their names. It's kind of sad. We don't even know the Clydesdales' names. They're people too. I've named them. In my head, I've named the Clydesdales because I think they need to have names. One I've called Butterscotch. The other one, Tapioca. And then I've named one Twilight Sparkle and another Rainbow Dash. That's the names I've given the Clydesdales. I want to find out more about them. I'm going to do a deep dive on them, and if I find out something interesting, I'll share it. I'd like to see Dateline do something. They always did a behind the scenes of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and the Stones. Why not the Clydesdales? They deserve it. They're always working. It's at the store, and my wife said I was a jerk You make the decision on this. This is the time of year you see some people at their best, some people at their worst. This lady looked a little frazzled. In small talk, she was looking through I can't remember what section it was at, but I was there and I made the comment. I said, do you have any idea when they're going to put the Easter egg coloring kits out? And she kind of looked at me, and I could see her expression was like, is this guy nuts? And she slowly backed away, and then she was gone. And my wife said, I heard what you said. She said, you were screwing with that lady. That wasn't nice. I said, what? I want to know when the egg coloring kits are going to be out. I know it's early. Excuse me for being a planner, okay? That's what Jesus would have done. He would have been a planner. He would have planned ahead. Anyway, what can you do? What can you do? One thing about this time of year is you have to remember those 3 most important words. You know what they are? No, it's not peace on earth. That's what I would have thought too. 3 most important words this month. Assembly not required. You see that on a box. You see that on a sign near an item. Assembly not required. Boom. Merry Christmas. No doubt about it. Merry Christmas. Hey, in this world there are many moments we lack in intelligence, but during those times we lack in intelligence, you know what? We can make up for it with stupidity. And that's why we've got Stupidity Rehab. This is Bobby Quinn. Take care. Merry Christmas.